What's up, guys? So, I figured I'd bring this attention to the people of YouTube because twin flames are something that are being spoken on highly in the spiritual community. And I feel like a lot of people don't really have a true grasp of what a twin flame is, or if it's your true twin flame, false twin flame, just a soulmate. First off, your twin flame is your best friend, they're your romantic partner, and they're your biggest teacher. And if they meet those three categories, I mean, you could be dealing with a soulmate. I think what the difference is the path that you take when you meet your twin flame. You begin to bring all of your walls down. With it, you go on a journey individually, and you begin to question society and your own pain and suffering, and you kind of go through an entire, it's called the dark night of the soul, where you go through the worst, which isn't really the worst, it's just part of your ascension process. You have to clear out the bad to get to the heaven on earth that you desire. And that's also with a romantic partner. So when you finally achieve your heaven on earth internally, it manifests in the external. I've done a lot of work in the spiritual world the past couple years. It's been a lot of spiritual work. I actually haven't gone out. I've isolated myself so that I could work on my ascension and just heal my wounds, my internal pain. I've let go of a lot of people. I've gained new connections. I'm open to new connections. And through Instagram, I've stepped into the spiritual community, and I kind of took a lot of the head gurus on Instagram and YouTube, and took bits and pieces from them to add up certain things within my own journey. Your twin flame is the mirror of your soul. They are you're actually on the same frequency, and you'll go through a lot of the same things at the same time, whether it's good or bad. You'll be in the same state physically most of the time, I would guess, at least for my situation. It's been that way. There's a strong connection in the eyes. When you look at that person in their eyes, there's a knowing of forever with that person upon just getting to know them. There is there are age gaps. There can be the same sex as you. Doesn't have to be. It's just a feminine and a masculine energy connecting. You'll have very similar desires for yourself and wants. And you'll have similar fears, but I think the masculine energy, the difference between the masculine and the divine female or feminine energy is head and heart. The masculine energy is practical. They're very they understand the 3D world and what's going on in it. As much as I've done spiritual work, I feel like I just have that common sense to a T. Still, I mean, there's always room for growth, but I feel like that's what the divine masculine has, is that strong understanding intellectually, and there is a sleeper twin, one that doesn't understand the connection compared to how one may. And they're going through their own awakening. They're just, it's happening differently. And it's all designed that way because it needs to be designed that way so that you both can find your highest good within. And yeah, the further you connect internally, the closer your twin flame naturally comes to you. And that's how you know if it's your twin flame or not, really. By if you're doing the growth, if they're coming closer and closer. And even if there's moments where they step away, there's like this underlying love that kind of magnetizes the two of you, and you can't really be without that person. They're the other part of your soul, so you connect solely. That's kind of powerful, you know, like a soulmate is what we think of when we think of a twin flame. But a twin flame is the ultimate lover. There's nothing that doesn't fulfill you in all aspects. It's just perfect. And people don't believe in this, but I mean, I've gone through this journey, you know, and I never knew anything about this life, so it's really interesting. And it's something that some are lucky to go through, and I think we can all get to, you know. I just think depends where you are in the ascension process. And I believe that there's levels to the twin flame life. I mean, there's a lot of obstacles you got to go through, and some can endure certain ones, and I believe that it was set up for certain people to be able to endure certain things to get to their twin flame. So we need to not with love, we need to not give up on fully loving ourselves and just giving in to the idea that this is good enough for me, or being complacent with love, because you can find that person. And we all want that. We all want that love where it's always growing. And you find that person that you can really grow with and create in all ways to the highest of the universe is good. So I feel like I needed to speak on this just because I hold it in. I have a lot that I've been going through on my own, and I just want to get it out there, and I want people to be aware of this. So do your research, and don't get the idea that a twin flame is somebody who will hurt you and that you ever feel that way. If there's not an underlying sense of being fully in love, or just having that, like, that safe feeling, that home feeling, it's probably not your twin flame. And I know there are videos that suggest that. But there are also videos that'll tell you that your twin flame can be abusive, and I don't believe that. At least intentionally. Um, I think some of us are more wounded than others, and our twin can be wounded, but they'll definitely have a spiritual understanding too. I don't think that you'll be ready to meet you will be ready to meet your twin when the time is right. And I just believe that we are at least open-minded and have more of a conscious view than the average societal human, who kind of usually chooses a soulmate or a near false, whatever. If you have any questions, make sure to message me, and I would love to hear your stories. I just wanted to get it out there that what a true twin is, and that it's a warm feeling. There's turmoil within yourself, and you can take it out on your twin here and there. You're a human being, you know? You're going through a lot when this happens. And if you're on the path of ascension after meeting somebody that you fell for, and you don't have an explanation of the feeling you get when you look them in their eyes, you can conversate about mostly anything. You never really understood what loving somebody was until you met this person. That's a true twin flame. And I just hope that this video can help you discover yours, or undiscover, and get the hell out of that karmic relationship, because we're all here to live our best life in the sense of spirituality and our soul's mission, you know. So when our soul connects with our higher self, we can connect with our other half. I hope this video was useful, and good luck to you guys, because this is a beautiful journey, and whoever's on it, do not be afraid, and do not beat yourself up, and do not worry about what your twin is doing and what they're not doing. Because if they're your true twin flame, they will connect with your heart if they're connecting with theirs. And you have to trust that, no matter what, no matter how scary it can get, it's all your decision on how bad it is, you know? It could be with someone else, it could be with multiple people, but they will come home if they're true, and if they're not, then that's good, because then you're leaving room for your true twin. It's not scary, it's just the law of attraction. Whatever frequency you're on, you attract. And we attract certain people in our lives based off of the healing we need to do. And certain relationships really bump up the ascension speed, you know? So then when we do meet our true twin, we kind of already have an understanding of like a conscious awareness, but once this happens, it really enhances, and we gain total access to our purpose, and we start to uncover our mission. It's beautiful. And if you guys have any comments or want to leave any questions for me, that'd be great. You guys have a beautiful rest of your journey into Union. Onward. Love and light to all you guys. Have a good night.